Hello everyone, welcome to Kurdish lessons again. So today we are meeting for our third session, reading session, okay? Our third reading session. So we will be continuing reading our Erebê Şemo book, and we will see what's happening to him, to his family. So again, I will share my screen. So here you see, as always, we have our book here at the right side, and the left side our vocabulary. So I prepared the vocabulary for you. So today we will be reading Tadariya Quran, which means like oppression or violence, of injustice, of torture, of wolves. Okay, so Gur is our wolf. So let me start reading, and then we will be studying on each sentence. Okay. So 1 second here. So dun. First I will read this part, and then we will see. Okay. L'païse gelek jaran gur dahatin haya neziki gundeme. Khodavet nav kari upas dibirin. Dade ubavo jibo selamet apas kumad cheran gelek de tersiya. Tirsawan amazin namaze jibo min bu. Ewan dizanin ku zaroke ki wak min nikare khojiguran bapareze. Her evar gava min keri tani mal beyiku tu pez jeken be deu bave min bedeng ki bilind serhev şükür jixodere şükür jixode ku roj bexsar derbas bu digotin. Now second part we will be reading here. Gava dizevi ande gıya dest behişbune dikir jiyi name dijwartir dibu. Bê pincar ku pareke xwarina me ya bingehîn bû me têra xwe nedixwar. Vî halî heya gihaştina genim dom dikir. Hingê me simbil jê dikirin û li ser êgir me ew dikizirandin. Fêrik çê dikirin û bi vî awayî birçîbûna xwe me dikuşt. Now third part. Here it is. So, piştî paleya genim dizeviyên vala de êdî tu tişt nedima. Ji aliyê din dibistanan de kartol digihaşt. Her sibê çi wext me pez dibir çolê, me ji pîrekên molokan çend kartol dixwest. Gava kebanî çavtengî dikirin û bera me didan, ji nêza xwe bi veşartî em diketin nav bexçan û me dizî dikir. Pişt re me komek helez berhev dikir. Agir berdidayê û li benda vemirîna wî diman. Da ku kartolên xwe bixin nav xweliyên germ de, pişt re bi xwe me ew gelek bi lezet dixwarin. The last part. Eger me dizî dikir ji neçarî bû. Şivan kiriya xwe li payîzê dereng piştî ketina berfê distandin û heya wê wextê diviya bû em îdara xwe bikin. So it was this is our today's chapter we will be reading. So now let's start. First sentence. Li payîzê gelek caran gur dihatin heya nêzîkî gundê me xwe davet nav kerî û pes dibirin. So in this sentence, li payîzê, like payîzî, during the autumn, gelek caran gur dihatin heya nêzîkî gundê me. Like many times, wolves used to come or were coming until close to our village. Okay, gelek caran gur dihatin heya nêzîkî gundê me xwe davetin nav kerî û pez dibirin. So let's check our vocabulary. So haya or heta or ta, it means till, until, okay? And khwa'avetin, so avetin is to throw, okay? And khwa'avetin, like to throw oneself, to jump, okay? Kari is flock and pes is cattle. So it says gur, guran khwa'avetin nav kari upes the. So like the wolves was jumping into a flock and taking the cattle, okay? So the birin, it is from birin, which means to take, okay? In present tense, the stem is only b, okay? So present stem is b. That's why we say as the bim to the b, okay? Ou the b, hun ou the bim, okay? And in the past, so past stem is ber, okay? So you say min ber, taber. Of course, this ber or beren, it changes according to your object, actually your subject, because of ergativity, okay? So when you say min ber, it means you took one thing, okay? But if you say min beren, it means many objects, okay? And in this sentence, past the beren, so with the, so you see it is beren past, and with the, it means past continuous. مثلا من زاروك دبرن دبستانه. Okay? It is I used to take the kids to school, okay? Or I was taking to the school. So here. And the next sentence says here. Dade u bavo jibo salamata pas ku mad cheran gallek tersiyan. So salamat or sari like health, okay? And cheran is to graze, and the tersil is to be afraid of, okay? Like dad, like mom and dad, for health of cattle that we were grazing. You see again, so cheran is past stem, and the with the, it means past continuous, okay? And normally the is our present prefix, right? As the home, as the binum, as the chum, but when it is the and past stem, it means past continuous, okay? So like for the cattle that we grazing, used to afraid a lot, okay? Gallek the tersiyan. So it is tersin to be afraid of, okay? So as the tersim is our present, as the tersim to the tersi, أو the terse, هون أو the tersim. Okay, it's our present, right? I'm afraid, you are afraid, like, and with past, it will be as the tersiam. I was afraid, okay? And in Kurmanji, when you use an object with this verb, we put je preposition, okay? مثلا as, je, kuchikan the tersim, okay? I am afraid of dogs. Okay, and the next part is here. Tersawan amazin namaze jibo minbo. Ters here it is a noun. Okay, so tersin, it's like our verb, and ters is fear. Okay, ters. So tersawan amazin, their great fear. Namaze is especially namaze. Jibomen was for me. Their big fear was for me. Ewan dizanin ku. Ewan like one. And dizanin, because of this in, we know it is like past continuous, like they used to know, they was knowing, okay? But in English, probably you will translate like they knew, okay? They knew that Zarokeki Wakman, like a boy like me, Nikar cannot himself or oneself, Jiguran Bupareze cannot defend himself from the wolves, okay? Parastan is to defend, okay? To defend. So let me write Parastan, okay? It is to, in present stem is pares, okay? So we say as the paresm to the paresi, or the parese, the parese. In the past, min parast, the parast, the transitive verb, min parast, the parast, we parast, and goes on, okay? So it says like their biggest fear was about me because they knew that I, like a boy like me, I was little, like cannot defend himself from the wolves, okay? Let's continue. So here, sorry. However, government keritani mal beyiku tupas je kembe deyubavi min bedengi kibilin serhef got. Okay. Like every evening when like gava is like dema. Gava, dema, waqta, chahe. Min keri tani mal, when I, tani is like the ani, when I used to bring the flock, the herd to the home, behi ku, like without, to pez je kembe, like without being like, so kembun, like to be less, right? So like without being any cattle less from it, like it was full, okay? There was nothing missed, or like there were all cattle, all animals were there, okay? Beyiku tupes, any cattle je kembe, be less from it, literally. Deu bavemen, my mom and dad, bedenki kibilen, with a loud voice, serhev, like continuously serhev, shukr jehode, thanks God, okay? Shukr jehode ku, thanks God that rosh be khasar dar basbu. So khasar is damage, okay? Like the day passed without any damage. Like we didn't lose any cattle, okay? Shukr jehode, rosh be khasar dar basbu. Dar basbu, like to pass, okay? Like this day passed without any damage. Like all our cattle are here. We are okay. We are safe. Now let's continue. Gava dizeviyande gıya dest behuş bune dikir jiyana me dijwartir debo. 1 second here. Like when in the fields, dizeviyande, in the fields, you see, we always, after preposition, use oblique form. That's why it is zeviyan. So you say the bajaran de, the gundan de, the walatan de, okay? The zeviyan de. Biya dest behishbune dikir. So here, the verb is, oops, 1 second. So dest be tetetent keren, to start something. So it says gava dizeviyande gıya dest behishbune dikir. When in the fields, gıya is our plant, our like plants, or like our herbs, okay, our grass, gıya. When the grass starting, like what used to start being dry, okay, hışkbun, being, hışk is dry, okay, hışkbun like being dry. So when it was drying, like our living used to become harder, okay, was getting harder. Here, be Punjar ku pare ke khwarna maya bingehin bu matera khwane dukhar. So here, Punjar is bead or silk, okay? Par is like parche, it's like piece, okay? And so without bead, without silk, which is a piece of pare ke khwarna maya bingehin like a main, okay? Let me add here. Bingehin is main, like the without bead, which is a main part of our food. Like we wouldn't eat enough. We didn't used to eat enough. Okay, like without Punjar, it was really difficult for them to feel full, satisfied. Okay, like to eat enough. So be Punjar ku pareke, a piece of our food, which is very basic, very main. We couldn't eat enough. Okay, matera nedkhar. So nedkhar here is again past continuous. Okay. Here. Vi hali, it's hali, okay? Vi hali haya gishtina ganem domdikar. So domkaran to continue, okay? And the gahashtan is here to arrive or to mature, okay? It can be like arriving, reach, or like for fruits or for vegetables, okay? Gahashtan. So like this situation, haya till gahashtina ganem, like maturing of wheat was continuing, okay? It used to continue till wheat mature. So it is vi hali, it is in oblique, vi hali, it's our subject. It is in oblique form because domkeren is a transitive verb. So we say min domker, ted domker. And of course, if you want to say this situation is your subject, you will say vi hali domker, okay? Oh, let's continue. It's 1 second. Yellow. Yeah. Hange, then, that time, then, mesm bil j dikren, ulisar egerma ew dikizirandin, feyrik che dikren, ubevi awai burchi buna homed dikusht. So symbol is our ear of plant. Okay, it's like a very nice piece of plant, part of plant. Symbol. And jekrin is to cut off, okay, to take off, like to pick up. Kızrandın is to singe or to scorch. Kızrandın. So it says, then we used to take off ears. And we used to singe. We used to singe them on fire. Tamam. Lisar eger on the fire. Ferik çedik. I don't know what ferik is, but we used to do ferik. In this way, bvi awayi, in this way, bvi awayi. In this way, like we were killing our hunger. Okay, birchibun is hunger. So we were killing, we were stopping our hunger. Okay. Now, Pishti paleya genen. Pishti paleya genem dizevien valada edi tutuşt nedma. Pişti paleya genim dizeviyen valada edi tutuşt nedma. So let's have a look at our vocabulary. So you see here, so pale is harvester, paleyi is harvesting. Okay, so genim is wheat. So it says after harvesting of wheat in the empty fields, there was nothing. Like Eddie is anymore. Okay, let me add here. Eddie anymore. And mayin, as you know, it is to stay and to remain. So like after paleya again, after harvesting of wheat, nothing remained, nothing left. Okay. Ja'aliyetin, like on the other hand, on the other side, the bistan and the kartol the gahasht. So we said gahashtin is to mature, to arrive. Okay, like on the other side, bistan like garden. Okay, like vegetable garden mostly. The bistan and the kartol the gahasht, like in the gardens, the potatoes was like maturing. Okay, were maturing, becoming big. Like they were becoming how to say in English, like they were maturing and they were becoming good enough to eat. The bistan and the kartol, but I would say the bistan and the kartol, the gahashtin would be better because we mean many kartols, not only one potatoes, right? So adgativity should be the gahashtin. Anyway, so there was nothing in the empty fields after paleya genim, but at that time the bistan and the kartol the gahashtan, and there were some potatoes in the gardens. Now let's continue. Her sbe, oops, fuck. Her sbe, I will make yellow. Her sbe, چی وقت ما پس دبر چوله مجبیره کن مولکان چند کارتول دخواست گاوا کبانی چافتنگی دکرن و برامد دان جنیزا خواب و شارتی ام دکت ناو بخچان و مدزی دکر. So every morning, like چی وقت is like whenever, okay, like anytime, whenever we were taking our cattle to the chol, to the plain. So pirek is like woman, jinn. We used to ask for a few potatoes, like from to Molokan women. Gava kebani chaftangi dikeren u beramedan jineza khwe. First, have a look at this vocabulary list, okay? So we said Bustan is garden. So Bera tatatant dayin is like to dismiss, to fire, okay? Chaftang is like chikus, khasis, or chavnepar. It means stingy, okay, here. And of course, chaftangi is like as a noun, stinginess, meanness, okay? So it says, her sbe, each morning, every morning, چو وقت ما پس دبر چوله, whenever, like any time that we used to take, we were taking our cattle to the chol, to the plain, ma we, from Molokan woman, several potatoes used to ask, used to want. Gava kebani chaftangi dikaran. So kebani is like housekeeper, like the lady of the house. When the lady of the house doing stinginess, like was stingy, uberra madadan, and were dismissing us, like firing us. Neza is same as berchibun, like hunger. Like from our hunger, from our hunger, buvesharti, am diket nav bachchan umedzidikar, like secretly, buvesharti, we were entering into the gardens and we were doing stealing, like we were stealing, okay? We used to steal. Oh, pishtre mekomek heles berhevdikir. So heles, I checked heles. Oh, it is, 1 second. It's not correct here. I need to remove this because for heles, I checked our dictionary and it was saying that it's like a kind of plant that grows in cold place. So make it bigger. 1 second. It should be calibrate. Here, just a bit bigger. Here. So you see heles is a plant that grows in cold places such as mountain sides. So here. And then we were gathering like a group of these plants, okay? Agır berdidaye, agır berdan, like to make a fire. We used to make a fire. Ulbenda vemrina widman. Vemrin, like when fire dies, we say vemrin, okay? So like we were waiting for fire to die. Daku, in order to, let me hear, Daku, oh my gosh, it's very small. Daku, in order to, okay. Daku, kartolen bechen dnaf cholien garmde, in order to put our potatoes inside the ashes, okay? So, bechen is from chasten, okay, to put to place. Dnaf cholien garmde, like choli or choli is ash, okay? Like to put our potatoes into hot ash. Pushtre, and then bukhoi, yani bukhoi with salt. We used to eat them like deliciously, okay? And the last sentences here. Agar madzidikr jnecharibu. Agar is like heka, if we were stealing, if we did stealing, it was because of remain with any solution, like nechari, it's like when you don't have anything to do, okay? There is no solution left. So nechari, like we had to steal, otherwise we would die from like hunger, okay? So agar madzidikr jnecharibu. Shwan, or it should be Shivan. Shivan kriya khwe l'paize dereng pishti katina berfe standard. So like the shepherds used to get their like salary in the autumn after the snow falls, okay? Uhaya we waqte, like till that time, haya we waqte, till that time, devia bo am idara khobakan. Like we had to manage ourselves, we had to make our life, okay? Whew. So I will read the whole text once more where we studied, and then we will see. So our part for today was this, Tadariya Quran, and I think it was very nice. So let's read for last time and see if you understood most of it, at least the main idea. Okay. Tadariya Quran. Oops, here, vocabulary. L'paize gellek jaran gurdahatın haya neziki gunde me xwe davet nafkerî û pez dibirin. Dadê û bavo ji bo selameta pes ku me diçêran gelek ditirsiye. Tirsa wan a mezin nemaze ji bo min bû. Ewan dizanîn ku zarokekî wek min nikare xwe ji guran biparêze. Her êvar gava min kerî tanî mal, beyî ku tu pez jê kêm bê, dê û bavê min bi dengekî bilind serhev şikir ji Xwedê. Şikir ji Xwedê ku roj bê ser derbas bû digotin. Gava di zeviyan de giya dest bi hişbûnê dikir, ji yîna me dijwartir dibû. Bê pincar ku pareke xwarina me ya bingehîn bû, me têra xwe nedixwar. Vî halî, vî halî heya gihîştina genim dom dikir. Hingê me simbil jê dikirin û li ser êgir me ew dikizirandin. Fêrik çê dikirin û bi vî awayî birçîbûna xwe me dikuşt. Piştî paleyiya genim di zeviyên vala de êdî tu tiş nedima. Ji aliyê din dibistanan de kartol digiheşt. Her sibê çi wext me bez dibir çolê, me ji pîrekên molokan çend kartol dixwest. Gava kebanî çaftengî dikirin û bera me didan, ji nêza xwe bi veşartî em diketin nav bexçan û me dizî dikir. Pişt re me komek helez berhev dikir, agir berdidayê û li benda vemirîna wî diman. Da ku kartolên xwe bixin di nav xweliyên germ de. Pişt re bi xwe me ew gelek bi lezet dixwar. Eger me dizî dikir, ji neçarî bû. Şivan kiriya xwe li payîzê dereng piştî ketina berfê distendin. û heya wê wextê diviya bû em xwe îdare bikin. Oh, I get tired. So you see, it was our third reading session. I think we learned a lot during this session. So thank you so much for watching me, for watching Kurdish lessons on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. If you have any questions, if you want to improve your Kurmanji with us, just send me an email and I will try to help you. Have a great day. Paka paka.